I came home from the airport, dragging my suitcase up the driveway, expecting flowers on the counter and his stupid grin at the door. Instead, the house was dark. His truck was gone. The spare key wasn't under the mat anymore. And when I called his mom, all she said was, "Honey, I think you need to sit down." By the end of this story, you're going to understand exactly how a woman can lose everything just by wanting a little space, and why the silence that follows can be louder than any fight you've ever had. If you've ever needed to disappear for a while, just to breathe, stay with me. Because I did exactly that. And it cost me my marriage. My name's Jenna. I was 31, married 4 years to a man named Marcus who, I'll say this up front, never did anything wrong. He remembered our anniversary before I did. He learned to make my grandmother's pot roast recipe just because I mentioned missing it once. He texted, "Made it to work safe, love you" every single morning like clockwork. And somewhere in year 3, all of that stopped feeling like love and started feeling like furniture. Just there. Predictable. Solid. Boring. I didn't say any of this out loud, obviously. I said it to my best friend Priya over wine one night, and she said the words that changed everything. You've never had a single week of your adult life that wasn't about someone else. Go be selfish for once. Go find yourself. So I booked a solo trip. 2.5 weeks in Portugal. Told Marcus I needed space to reconnect with myself. He didn't fight me on it, he just got quiet, which honestly annoyed me more than if he'd yelled. The morning of my flight, he hugged me at the door and said, "I'll be here when you get back." Always am. And I blocked his number before my plane even left the runway. I told myself it wasn't cruel. I told myself it was self-care. No guilt texts, no thinking of you, no pressure, just me, alone, finding whatever version of myself I thought I'd lost. For the first week, it worked exactly like the movies promise. I wandered cobblestone streets in Lisbon. I danced at a rooftop bar with strangers. I let a cute local flirt with me over sangria and felt 22 again. But by day 9, something shifted. I saw an old couple slow dancing in a plaza and thought of Marcus spinning me around our kitchen to bad country music. I smelled garlic and olive oil and remembered the night he tried to cook me dinner and set off the smoke alarm 3 times. I missed him. I just wasn't ready to admit it. Then, on day 11, Priya texted me one line that made my stomach drop. "Have you talked to Marcus? Something's off with him." I tried to open Instagram to check on him. Blocked, by my own hand, so nothing loaded anyway. I tried calling his best friend. No answer. For the first time since I'd landed, panic set in. Because Marcus wasn't the type to go quiet. He was the type who always answered, always stayed, always waited. I cut my trip short by 4 days. The drive from the airport felt like an hour even though it was 15 minutes. And when I pulled up, I already knew something was wrong before I even got out of the car. No truck. No porch light. No key under the mat. Inside, it was worse. His side of the closet, empty. His toothbrush, gone. The blanket he always napped under, gone. No note on the counter. No voicemail. Just silence pressing against my chest like it had weight. I called his mother. That's when she said the words that still ring in my ears. "He's been staying with us. Baby, I think he needs some time. He's not doing good." I drove straight there. His mom let me in, wouldn't quite meet my eyes, and told me Marcus had had a panic attack the week after I left, his first ever. He'd checked into a counseling retreat for 10 days. No phone. No contact with anyone. Just him, trying to figure out how to breathe again. When he finally came home to his parents' house, he found out I'd blocked him completely. Not muted. Not took a break from social media. Blocked, everywhere, the morning I left. And that's the part that broke something in him. Not the trip. Not the distance. The silence. 2 days later, an envelope showed up in my mailbox. No return address. Just my name, in his handwriting. Inside was a letter. Not angry. Not bitter. Just, final. He wrote that he'd waited every single day I was gone, checking his phone out of habit even though he knew it was pointless. He wrote that the panic attack scared him more than anything ever had, and that sitting in that silent retreat, he finally understood something. I hadn't just gone on a trip. I'd been leaving for a while. He'd just refused to see it. He wrote that he loved me, maybe still did, somewhere, but that he'd spent years being told, without words, that his love wasn't enough to keep me interested. And he couldn't keep proving himself to someone who'd already left. The last line was the one that gutted me. I hope whoever you let back in next, you don't make them knock on a locked door the way you made me. Take care of yourself, Jenna. No signature. Just white space after it. It's been 5 months. Marcus moved 2 states away for a fresh start, new job, new apartment, new life. We've spoken exactly once, briefly, about splitting our old lease. Polite. Distant. Like strangers who used to know each other's coffee order. I started therapy. My therapist told me something I think about constantly: needing space isn't the mistake. Shutting someone out completely, with no explanation, while expecting them to simply wait in the dark, that's not space. That's abandonment with better PR. I still catch myself listening for his key in the door some nights. I still buy the cereal he liked. Old habits don't know the marriage is over yet, even when the rest of me does. I'm not telling you this story so you feel sorry for me. I'm telling you because if you're the one who needs space right now, take it. You're allowed. But don't confuse silence with peace. Don't confuse disappearing with healing. Because the people who love us the most don't need us to vanish. They just need us to be honest. I wasn't. And I paid for it in the quietest way possible, with an empty house and a letter that said goodbye better than I ever could. Wow. Okay. If you made it this far, thank you for sitting with me through that one. I know it wasn't easy to hear. If this story hit close to home for you, or if you've ever needed space and didn't know how to ask for it without hurting someone, drop a comment below. I read every single one, and honestly, your stories help me just as much as mine hopefully help you. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because every Sunday I share a new real-life story time, love, loss, family, all of it, no filter. And if this story moved you even a little, do me a favor and smash that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who might need to hear it tonight. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and take care of the people who wait for you.